Hey guys, this is Inka, and today I'm going to be trying to make the super fluffy cloud bread using only 3 ingredients, and none of them will be flour products. So recently I feel like this cloud bread has been blowing up on the internet, specifically on TikTok. It's like everywhere on my For You page. It's basically this really poofy and extremely fluffy, almost meringue-like cake that ends up looking like a cloud because of how light it is. What's really interesting is that the original cloud bread has actually been around for quite a while. I think the last one that blew up was a keto-friendly version. The way you would make it was using some cream of tartar, some eggs, and some Greek yogurt or cream cheese. But this version is a little more indulgent and also a lot fluffier, so I think you guys will like it a lot. It also looks super simple and super straightforward, so I am very excited to test it out. Let's get started. So for ingredients, all you need are 3 egg whites, which we will separate later, 30 grams of sugar, which is around 2.5 tablespoons, 10 grams of cornstarch, which averages out to around a little over a tablespoon. That's about it. This is all you need to make that crazy fluffy bread you've probably been seeing everywhere. For fun though, you can add some food coloring. So I also grabbed my blue magic powder because it is this beautifully vibrant shade of blue to make it a little more colorful. Now I'm just gonna go preheat my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you guys can follow along if you want to. This could just be a really fun little project. First thing we're gonna do is just to separate our egg whites from our egg yolks. What I like doing is just cracking them all open and then scooping the egg yolks out. It's like the cleanest way to do it. And don't throw your eggs away because you can do so much with this. You can make carbonara or just cure them. For now, we're just gonna set that aside. Got my egg whites in here. I am going to go ahead and put them in a bigger mixing bowl and grab your whisk, because here we go again. It is our muscle time. We are going to whip these egg whites and gradually add our sugar in, and I am getting Dalgona coffee flashbacks. 9 minutes in and I am sweating. But since this is the way I saw them do it in the viral TikToks, this is what I'm gonna use. Gonna start timing this. Once I see it start foaming up a little bit, I'm gonna add a sprinkle of sugar. I told myself I wouldn't do this again, but here I am. Oh my God, me arms. More sugar. Whew, okay. We're getting super soft peaks. We need stiff peaks, so we have still quite a way to go. It is looking pretty good. This is a good time to add in the cornstarch. Almost. You guys, that is a stiff peak and it is not gonna fall. That's when you know you've done it right. And this is around how long I've gone for. It's like 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Woo. Very straightforward, but definitely time consuming if you do not have fun gadgets to help you. So what I have to do now is, well, first to rest your arms if you need it. I also have a baking sheet prepped here with some parchment paper, and we're just going to shape this on our tray into a perfect mound of fluffiness. But also remember how I said I wanted to test out the blue? So I am going to actually half this and mix some of this with the blue magic powder. Mix it up. You see how that turns it into a very, very light shade of blue? I feel like I'm painting a little bit. Wow, it's really pretty though. Here's what I have. I am going to plop this on my baking tray. Just gonna do a little bit of like alternating. Doesn't have to be perfect yet. Look at this blue and white though. It looks a little bit like clouds, right? Hopefully it's going to turn out like that. Now I have all of it on my baking sheet. I am just going to shape it so that it has that beautifully smoothed out top. Alright you guys, here's what I have. Look at this blue and white mound. This is my cloud bread. I really tried to make it look as close to a cloud painting as possible. I hope I didn't take too much time, but it literally weighs nothing. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven now and wait for around 20 minutes, and then I can show you guys what the final product looks like. I am excited. Cloud bread going in. See you soon. It's done! Okay, hold on. Oh my god, look at it! Look at this poofy little thing. It is literally like this little pillow of fluffiness. I know this deflates if we let it sit too long, so I am going to very quickly try to scoop it out, but I am very excited. It has definitely kept its shape. Oh my god, you guys. Woo, woo. Carefully peel it off. Yeah, it's hot, but we gotta do this. Ready? We're going to just open this and oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. It is truly magnificent. Wow, spongy texture. These kind of look like clouds, right? It is so light and fluffy and it smells very eggy. Wow, I mean, look at it. It's like so light. I love how it ended up being this like super light blue and white. It's like fluffy clouds on a blue sky. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna take a bite while it's still hot. It's so interesting because when you eat it, it's actually not that sweet. Right now when I'm pressing down on it, the texture feels like it would be almost like a marshmallow. But when you eat it, even though I feel like this is very heavily meringue based, it's not so much of a melt in your mouth sort of texture. And I think the exterior is actually a little bit chewier, but the inside is super soft. I really think the closest thing to this would be like a sponge cake. Isn't that so crazy that there's like no flour in this? I'm genuinely so surprised. To be able to get this much volume and this sort of texture, knowing that you only had 3 ingredients is pretty cool. I also think there's so much more you can do with this bread in terms of like patterns and flavors. Like you can make a matcha flavored one. If you get the whisking part down, this is truly one of those things that I think is worth a try. So I would give it pretty high points for both flavor and texture. That's it. This is the super fluffy cloud bread. I think you guys can have so much fun with this, so give it a try. And I will see you guys next time for when I try out the next viral recipe. Cheers.